is presented by Tama Takoyaki Cafe. Located in between Guam Reef and Westin Hotel in Tumon, call them today at 648-TAMA. Hafaday Guam, welcome to the last episode of In the Mix for 2015. I'm Joan, Charaurous. Thanks so much for tuning in. Tonight, we take a look back over the past 50 shows of the year, and we start things off with locals not only making a name for themselves abroad, but representing Guam with pride. Here's more.
While I was driving today and just while I've been here, I go, this is how I was so inspired, because it's just so beautiful. The mountains and the hills and the cliffs and the ocean and the colors and the people and the family and the food. It's just like, yeah, this is where it all came from. This is where it all started.
I already fed that urge and that, passion and that dream of doing hair and getting that out of, experiencing that and being in the beauty industry and in the film industry. It's like they all tie together, but they're still very separate.
My mom is very fashion forward, and so she was a snappy dresser. My sister Rita really had an eye for detail. My sister Alita was really good with wearing the clothes, and so we were kind of really around it quite a bit. And so I always had that desire, and when the opportunity came, I walked right through the open door.
I have specific memories of me being as young as 5 years old and always wanting to play drums. Drums was always the instrument that appealed to me. But my parents, they thought it was a phase, so they didn't want to waste money on buying a drum set. But what I ended up doing was maybe around 10 years old, that's when I started getting serious and I started saving up my allowance, and by 12 years old I was able to save up enough to buy my first drum set.
To learn how to do my makeup. Every artist does their makeup, and I'm still getting used to it. It's a process because you're being trained to be pretty much your own professional makeup artist. Working with the music and just meeting everybody and getting integrated into their world.
When it comes to dating, first of all, you gotta go out there and you gotta try everything. The person that sits at home and says, I'm not gonna do online dating, I'm not gonna try an app, or I'm just gonna wait for the man of my dreams in the bread aisle, that person is going to be single for a long time. This is a different world that we live in. Technology is here, it's not going anywhere, it's just going to keep advancing. And we have to try everything. You have to be aggressive, if you want to find that mate, or else somebody else is going to be online, beat you to the punch, and dress cuter and have better hair than you do. So you got to try everything and be aggressive. Those are my two, strong rules.
After a while, I just decided to bite the bullet and jump in and start fashion courses. And ever since then, I've been doing what I've been doing now. So it's been great. So I really don't regret making that decision at all.
I consider myself an actress first. It's because that's what I really want to do. It's my main passion, and modeling it's definitely a profession, but I've never really wanted to pursue it. And I think a lot of people kind of get confused by that because it seems to be a lot of what I do, and I just feel like it's a very important stepping stone to get to where I want to be.
My family's from San Diego, so we lived out there, grew up there, born and raised, and went to high school out here and met my guitar player in high school, and we played sports most of the time. And then after high school, we started kind of messing around with music, and one thing led to another, and people started digging what we were doing, and we kind of we brought his brother on, and then we had a friend who played the drums, and so we kind of put it together little by little, and yeah, the response has been good and really, really good, and it's been fun. So we pretty much met in high school and then, started playing in college.
Time it started to really formulate around 2000, 2001. We'd start making t-shirts and giving them to friends and asking friends to wear them so we can be the only ones at the fiesta with our own cool t-shirt, that we thought was that was really what it was all about. We just wanted to wear a t-shirt that nobody had, that you couldn't buy at Lotus or Primo, and you weren't all wearing the same t-shirts, and it was just kind of like your crew of buddies wearing it, so that was, I think, with your own personal taste on it, so I think that's how the inception of the brand really started.
Don't go anywhere, because when we return, In the Mix is all about supporting local. You're watching In the Mix.